ARIN, purpose and registration. By the time you're done here, you will understand the purpose of the American Registry for Internet Numbers and how to establish an account. And just like that name sounds, ARIN is responsible for allocating IP addresses and autonomous systems in the US, Canada, and some Caribbean island. What you may not know is that ARIN is actually a nonprofit organization run by a board and comprised of volunteers. Of course, one of their major customers is the government, but at the same time, anybody can actually join ARIN and try to influence and guide the direction of the internet of the future. Now, as you probably know, IPv4 addresses have been hard to come by for a long time, and you're not going to get them from ARIN anymore. The only way to get a block of IPv4 addresses for your organization is from a carrier, and then you can get authorization from that carrier to advertise that block out other carriers using BGP. If you're looking for the internet of the future, definitely come to ARIN for a block of IPv6 addresses. Or, as we need with BGP, an autonomous system number. Now, if you're not located in one of these areas, there are organizations around the world that serve this same purpose. So, based on your region, visit one of these. As of right now, I'm going to take you over to ARIN.net, which lands you on a website that looks like this. This is a really fun website to navigate around if you're looking for just general information about the internet as a whole. But what I'm after is a registration. If you're looking to set up BGP and you haven't registered with ARIN before, you can create an account totally free. Fill in all the info and click on submit. You'll get the standard email confirmation. And once you click the link in your email, you can log in with your new account. Thoroughly read and accept the service agreement and create your web profile. Now notice it says once your profile is established, you can create or link existing point of contacts. Those are going to be the records that are tied to your autonomous system. So if somebody looks you up, they know how to reach you. I'm going to fill in that profile with some dummy information so they know to delete it when I'm said and done, and create it. Once you're logged in, you can establish your point of contact record. This is just like registering a domain name. You can have an admin and a tech point of contact. Filling that out is pretty straightforward. What I want you to see over here is where you can actually grab IP addresses. I can say, I want to create a request for IP addresses. Oh, it's not going to let me go unless I create that point of contact. That's all right. I'll show you under my main account what that looks like in just a moment. For now, I want to head up to this fees and invoices section. Registering your own autonomous system or IP address block is not a free thing. I'm going to scroll down right here and first off, show you the fee schedule for a block of IP addresses. Now keep in mind, this is if you get your IP addresses from ARIN, which if you're talking about IPv4 is not going to happen. So instead of paying these fees to ARIN, you're going to be paying them directly to your carrier, whatever they want to charge. And I'll tell you, it's not going to be $250 for a /24 unless you have a very generous service provider. And they are out there. What you're mainly looking at nowadays is the IPv6 block size. Look at that, $256,000 for a /4. As if I'd ever do that, I just like highlighting the biggest one. If you scroll down here to the autonomous system number, that's where most people are going to begin. Before they get that block of IP addresses, they're going to start and say, I need an AS number. You'll see the initial approval or the initial fee is going to be $550. Then annual maintenance fees are going to be $150 a year. Notice there is a maintenance fee as well for IPv4 and IPv6 address blocks. So regardless of however much you paid initially from that table I just showed you, you only pay $150 a year to maintain them. So there is a cost to this, but it's not stifling. It's not going to be something completely unexpected. Okay, one last thing I want to show you. I actually logged out of my test account. I just want to show you how to get registered. And I logged in under my real account just so you could see what it looks like to request an actual block of addresses. So if I go to an end user and click on request IPv6 assignments, first thing it's going to show is the organization identifier. That's the identifier they assigned me when I first registered my organization with ARIN. It's going to ask for a prefix length, throw a /48 on there, and then you get to name your network. This is whatever you want to name it. Hosted stuff. You'll then type in your autonomous system number or wherever you're going to originate that block from, and any comments you want to add onto it. Now, everything in here is publicly viewable. So obviously you're not going to want to put anything sensitive. Now, ARIN is sensitive about just handing out IP addresses to whoever asks, so they will ask you for justification. You can see they're saying, give us a subnet mapping of your proposed IPv6 addressing topology. You don't have to be super detailed. They just want to make sure you're not just grabbing IP addresses to sit on them. The final step is a review. You submit the request and wait for their approval. I hope that gives you a big picture view of what ARIN is all about. And what I want you to do is really take that and go set up an account. You don't have to be ready to grab an autonomous system number unless you really are. Just jump in and get established, create a point of contact record, and look around a little bit.